It is. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Raycoms. I'm one of the main developers of Minecolonies. I'm here with Sam Letters, one of the other main developers, John Rayer and Aaron Vox, two of the main builders of Minecolonies. We're here in a new style of video fashion where we will have a special segment for YouTube, which we're going to have right now, the first 10 minutes of this stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, in the description there's the link to our schedule and streams where you can watch the whole thing. In those first 10 minutes we're going to have like a little bit of a condensed thing. So today we will be checking out the new upcoming styles, a little bit of a style showcase, which is the Lost City style, which is going to be replacing the Misa style in 1.17, which is already removed from the jar in 1.17, and that one will take its place in the near future. So the Misa style has a little bit of a fantasy inspiration that doesn't have any realistic or existing inspiration, but it's just us building something in the Misa style, which looks nice.
Well, Ray, I'd say it actually inspiration in Lost Cities, El Dorado, things like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of inspiration in there. The idea is kind of having like some colonists or settlers restoring a lost city like an El Dorado to its former glory. So here we have the supply ships, on the supply ship, and the over here, and the supply camp next to it. Then we have a bunch of mine shafts. So as you can see, that's mostly based on terracotta and oak wood, because those are the main woods, and a little bit of
no, it's acacia.
Acacia. Yeah, we have both acacia and oak. Those are the materials you're going to find around that. Then we have.
Don't worry, I put in 8 saplings for acacia in the supply camp, so you will have acacia even if you can't, even if you don't have any nearby. And
as you can see, it's the new style of mineshaft already, so there is much more space being mined out, and it's going to be less copper costly and give you a little bit more return. And I'm going to say also high motionless train, high dark wing, and high raptor node. And thank you for telling me that the previous 5-minute run was interrupted by OBS not working properly. Then we have a bunch of walls over here already, and what you can see over there is mostly old stuff. Then
which I'll revamp because it's all made out of sandstone. Which, there's sandstone, but not as much as there's terracotta. So these will get revised. I'm actually the one designing them in the first place, so I'll be redesigning them so that they're more in keeping with the Lost Cities.
So here we have the town hall building. As you can see, it's a little bit of a unfinished ruin town hall, level 1. But as you will progress the building, it will be slowly restored and then nicely upgraded until you have these fantastic looking town hall over here. I'm really happy with the town hall. It might be one of my favorite town halls in the mod in its entirety.
Yeah.
Although it's relatively large.
Yeah. Well, okay, relatively large is the Skylands town hall has it beat.
Then we have the
size.
Builder over here. So as you can see, a lot of the buildings, since the Misa style is kind of a little bit hilly, we have a bunch of buildings that have also a little bit of a degree and similar. So that we have the Builder's hut over here. We can see we use a bunch of Misa terracotta with
some sandstone,
acacia, and a little bit of sandstone. Then over here next we have the citizen hut, where most of the citizens are going to be living under here because that's probably cooler. So
we do have to do the tavern one of these days. I think one suggestion, because I put so much of it in the supply camp, it has green beds. The current one has green beds. We just hey, you don't have to go
and
find
a bunch of green walls, so we can use that. And as you can see again, while you upgrade it, you're going to slowly restore it. Then we have over here the miner.
Yep. Which goes with
miner is always the opposite of the major. Don't forget.
So I'm wondering with the miner, you may want to put this.
The dad joke with it. Okay.
Yeah, and for those of you who will be using this style in the future, you want to put if you've ever been to the Badlands, you want to put the miner down in the valleys. Don't put it in the top because that's silly.
As it's just going to get. Although it's also a good idea if you place them in the top. That's a good way to get a bunch of terracotta through the mine.
Ray, before you take off, Ray,
what?
Tell me how you're supposed to do the mine shafts now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What do you mean? How to do?
Interesting detail.
The ground and the cobble, the tags. Yes.
Oh yeah, so if you design a mine, you would tag the cobble with cobble, and you tag the uppermost ladder with ladder.
Okay, ladder and cobble. Okay.
Then we have the forester over here.
We have to double check that too.
Interesting roof here on the top. Campfires. Then we have the first larger building here, which is the warehouse.
Yep, just chock full of goodness. I don't think we did make this a it doesn't have the courier built in. So the courier has his own little house.
Courier building over here.
Yeah.
Then we got the restaurant, which as you can see as well, while you downgrade it, it does not only decrease, but it gets a little bit
more ruined.
A little bit more ruined because the idea is that you're restoring this thing, the thing.
Oh, I love how the baker goes, because the baker goes from just little shack, and then it just improves, and we have to thank Erevan for the advent of the paper extra.
And this new building style is also going to be the first style, or one of the first style that's going to very, very fully leverage a lot of the new blocks we have in the mod. So we have the farmer over here.
Yep.
Then we got the fisher.
Yep.
Then we have relatively recognizable all the herders over here. So we tried first of all to have also a little bit less crammed space with a little bit larger space for all the animals. Decreases the chance of them escaping too. And all of them
we're looking at you, Thaler. We're looking at you, Thaler, with your cramped cramped herders.
Oh well, the wooden ones are also, and stone ones are super cramped.
Yeah.
The composter over here.
Yeah. Oh, and this is I like this. I love.
It's also one of the better looking buildings.
I love it because we have the crap coming right out of all the bins.
It's stinking. And then we have the military complexes. I got the guard tower here.
We have. Oh look, and here's the barracks hut right here.
Yeah, the barracks hut is completely integrated, so there's upgrading the barracks is going to upgrade the barracks hut automatically. So that's going to be the barracks, where the towers are in here, but they will upgrade automatically, so you will just have to upgrade the main building.
Yep.
Then we got the combat academy, and well, the next thing is what we will be working on today then, which is archery. The archery. So those are the old Mesa buildings you can see here. And that's actually one of the better looking ones, but you can probably see here that, well, there's a reason why we've been scrapping those.
The word box comes into mind.
It looks a little bit Bauhaus, which I'm personally not a huge fan of.
I think the word is brutalist, but then again, we're looking across the road over here at the cavern. Is this Dwarven over here?
Good question. Is it a new tavern?
New. This is the combat. This is the archery, I think.
Yes.
I can't remember if it's. Oh yeah, it's archery, but I can't remember if this is true Dwarven. But it's underground, so yeah, it doesn't have to have any external style other than a good front.
To finish this early section, then, I also thank you. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, please stay around. For everyone on YouTube or even also on Twitch, if you want to support our project, then that includes the building of all the kinds of new styles, development of texture sets, all the code that is necessary for Minecolonies to run the servers, etc. You can consider signing up on Patreon. That is entirely free. It's not entirely free, but it's entirely worth it. And gives you a bunch of nice perks, as for example access to this and a bunch of other servers. and as well as some in-game unlocks, etc. Else, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the bell button, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you're on Twitch, the follow one is also entirely free on Twitch, so I definitely suggest doing that. So, let's head to the main section of this then.